Welcome back to the Weekly Watch Report, where we go over all the things we watched this week. Let's get into it, folks.
Rhea, you want to go first? It's a groundbreaking list that you have.
I didn't watch a single thing.
We talked about this for maybe like 5 minutes before we started recording. We went through every single day of the week, and Noah and I were like, nothing, not one thing.
I replayed everything I did.
Yeah.
Every single day of the week from last week.
The only thing you watched was the Golden Globes. Correct.
And the only thing I watched was Golden Globes. And I'm sorry if people think that's like me not doing my job or something, but it's not.
No.
Like I just really did
You were
not
busy.
have any time to watch.
You had a
TV.
busy week.
Was the TV on in the background at some point? Yes. But
Yeah.
I am not counting cable television
Oh, no,
as
no.
anything I
No,
deliberately
like
sat
when you
down
throw
and
on an
watched.
episode of Friends on Nickelodeon at 11
Right,
p.m.
like
that doesn't
TBS,
count.
Friends is on in the background, or Seinfeld. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not counting that.
That's fair.
And so I literally did not watch a single thing. I promise you guys, I went through every single day of the week, recounted every single thing that I did, step by step, and there is nothing I could put on this list. So therefore, we're going to move on from me. And that's
Okay.
why my graphic is never shown first when it's posted. Just saying.
That's not true. It's been shown first. I usually go by who has. I never put myself or
No, you put
been
yourself.
first.
no, but I usually try to
But you
go
go
with
by
whoever has
who
the
has the
longest.
most stuff.
Yeah, who has the
Yeah.
most.
Okay, this past week I watched 2 movies and then like, you know, my usuals, I would say, my week to weeks. I watched The Menu, which I know you both have seen.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. It was weird. It was weird. But like it was a good movie.
That was very entertaining.
I thought it was very well acted. The story itself like was very bizarre, but
I know people were
Ray
hoping for
Fiennes
like.
was really good. Although sometimes in roles like that, with the way he was talking, I was like, this is Voldemort. Like
I never
there were
think of him like
moments in
that.
the way where he was speaking where I was like, he sounds like Voldemort right
Really?
now.
I didn't think that at all.
Yeah, there's multiple instances where I thought that. Anya Taylor-Joy is fantastic. You guys know I fucking love Nicholas Hoult. I thought he was great as well. It was very well acted, but the story itself like I didn't love because I was like, I understood it, but it was like,
I think I've heard multiple people say they wanted like more of a twist, but like at the end. But
yeah. I kind of understand that too, where it was like I thought something else was going to happen instead of just what was meant to happen.
But that was kind of like the show The Undoing, that I ended up liking the ending because it was like, oh, who you thought did it.
Right.
Like there was no surprise.
Yeah.
Like that was just straight up like
So-
what happened.
I would give The Menu a B+.
Okay.
I would say I'd give that a B+. And then I watched a movie I've never seen before, older movie. I'd never seen High Fidelity, the movie.
Oh, great movie.
And
don't
I'll be
think I've seen
honest,
it.
I never knew that was the connection to High Fidelity, the TV show that you loved that
Really?
got canceled.
High Fidelity, yes.
The Zoe Kravitz
Wait,
one.
did you ever
yes.
watch the show?
No, I never watched the show, but I
Oh.
know you
Yeah.
have spoken about it many times that you were sad it got
Yeah.
canceled. And I'm watching the movie and I'm like, oh, Lisa Bonet's in this. And then I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, that's why Zoe Kravitz did it.
Yeah,
show.
that's why she did it. Yeah, I mean, it's full circle moment when I made that connection.
But yeah, movie's classic.
Yeah, the movie's definitely. I liked the movie a lot. That's a solid A movie. Like
Yeah.
definitely an enjoyable movie. Joe's a big Jack Black guy. You know that.
Yep.
We love Jack Black, and we were just kind of like scrolling movies, and he was like, we both wanted to find something we had not seen, and he was like, I actually have never seen High Fidelity either, and it's supposed to be one of Jack Black's like greatest
Yeah.
roles. So I was like, let's
It's
do
cool. You should watch the show now because it's cool how they like recreated the characters, but
Yeah.
kind of more like modern.
it. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why it sucks anytime you hear a show that only went one season.
Yeah,
It's like,
and it's cool because like all the music in the show is like very like they'll play Frank Ocean or just like reference
yeah.
modern.
Okay, and then a bunch of reality TV really that I have finished or picked up on. I finally finished Love Island Australia. I took a break because they kind of lost me. Not lost me, but it's that classic when all the couples are solidified and it's like, oh, nothing dramatic is happening. Those last kind of 6 episodes or so, I had it kind of put off watching. And I sort of like graze through them until I watched the end. And I believe the right people won. If you have watched it, I believe the right couple won. Younger season 3 I've been watching. That's a rewatch. Game of Thrones season 2 is a rewatch. I'm watching Special Forces, the reality show.
With Kate Gosselin.
With Kate Gosselin. And
Jamie Lynn
Hannah
Spears.
Brown and Jamie Lynn Spears and Dwight Howard and Danny Amendola. And
Danny Amendola?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Danny.
Yep.
Come on.
It's
Why is
quite
Danny
the cast.
Amendola doing
It's
that
quite the
show?
cast of characters. I
What a fall from grace
am
Danny
enjoying
Amendola
it.
had. Don't you think?
Well, don't cheat on Olivia Culpo.
But remember, he was like so high up there, and then it was just like
yeah. Special
Down.
Forces
Now
on
he's on
Fox.
Special Forces with Kate Gosselin.
Yeah, it's a very interesting cast. Look, anytime you make a celebrity do something that they're not used to or any challenge-based show, I'm going to watch it. I don't even know if grade is applicable here, to be honest, for a show like that. I've only watched the first episode. The second one just came out, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm also up to date on the challenge. This season for me feels like it is moving extremely slow.
It seems that way. It seems like it's been going on.
It's
like
been
a
going
really long
on for a
time.
long time. And I feel like they thought the twists that they planned were better than they actually were, if that makes sense.
Like they were hyped up about some twists
yeah,
that ended up being kind of like, okay, that wasn't
like
even
this
that
is
cool.
Ride or Dies, right? So they started off in pairs and then they did teams and then they tried to have like a big, teams are over and like, but people have been sent home. I don't know. I feel like it just would have been better if this past episode, if you're watching right now, hopefully I'm not spoiling anything. If you're watching and you're behind, don't listen to me right now. But if you're up to date, I almost wish like when they decided that it was going to go back to pairs that they just said, now we're going to the finale. Now we're going to the final. And if your ride or die is gone, guess what? You're out. Because TJ's whole thing all season was like, you live or die by your ride or die. And it's like, okay, well,
like, not
if your
actually.
ride or die got sent home, sorry, you're out too. And just send everyone to the final now because we're on like episode 15 or 14, 15, somewhere around there where it's like, it's going a long season. They normally have long seasons, but it's been a lot. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City finale. Also another situation, if you haven't watched, don't listen to me talk right now. Jen Shah is just out of her mind. Like, the way this season ended, they ended and then they did like the last 20 minutes of being 3 months later, they're in New York for the trial. And Meredith and Heather are in New York with her. And they're talking about pretrial stuff and what they need to do. And is she nervous? They're like hanging out in the hotel room. Like just, friends being there for their friend, which is very nice. And then Heather goes to lunch with Lisa. They're back in Salt Lake City after the news came out that she pled guilty. And they're like, what the fuck, man? She fucking pled guilty. This whole season, she's screaming from the rooftops how innocent she is. And she's guilty. And her last
And not
plea,
only was she found guilty, she was like, I'm guilty.
her last, the last thing she said on camera really was her trying to throw it all on Stuart. To be like, she's talking to Meredith and Heather. She's like, that Stuart really fucked me. Like, basically like that, but trying to blame it all on Stuart. It's like, yeah, Stuart fucked you because he told the government how involved you were. So Heather has a theory that like Coach Shah found out what was happening or like they read all the testimonies and he's a lawyer too and that he was like, you're toast. If you plead not guilty, you're going to jail for way longer than if you just fucking own up to it and go to jail for however long they say. But definitely took everybody by surprise, I would say.
But why were they that surprised? She was clearly guilty.
No, the friends
But
were
I guess-
surprised because I think for months it's like one of their quote unquote best friends
Is saying that she's-
saying
yeah.
over and over and over and over that she's innocent and she's innocent. She didn't do anything and she didn't know and she didn't know. She didn't know. And then she pleads guilty and the documents are, they can read everything and they're like, she just was fucking lying the whole time.
It's fucked up.
Crazy
It's
stuff.
the longest sentence for a Real Housewife.
Yep. I know Andy was saying on his radio show this week that he was really hoping to do some kind of like sit down interview with her or conversation, like one-on-one. I don't know if they were able to make that happen or not.
Yeah, are you allowed to do that if you're going to jail?
I think she can do anything. Not anything, but like she's a free person still right now until she has to
I don't get how that
turn
works.
herself over.
Why doesn't it
next
just
month.
start now?
They
I
have to
don't
prepare for her
know,
stay.
but I don't know the reasons, but I'm sure it has to do with like the policies of these prisons and capacity and moving people in and out and finding spots for people, things
That's
like
so
that.
weird.
That would be
Speaking
my
of,
guess,
My
but I also don't know.
prison guy got taken off of TikTok, and I'm fucking distraught about it.
His whole account's gone.
Yeah, Bag a Day Fendi.
I wonder if TikTok. Yeah, do you think TikTok took him off or like the guards?
I don't know what happened, but his whole account is gone, and
He'll be back.
He had some awesome TikTok. No, but I feel like I'll never find him again.
No.
And he had some awesome.
Also, like, what was he in jail
TikToks.
for?
No, I know. He could be a bad guy.
Yeah,
he could
be a real
him
bad
and his,
guy.
Him and his buddy could be some bad guys.
Good
He could be
dancers,
changed
bad
for
guys.
They had some good vibes. Yeah, I mean, I listen.
Yeah.
If I find out that he did something real bad,
Yeah.
I will denounce my like for
be
his TikToks.
so many things.
It could be so many
Separate
things.
the art from the
But
artist.
like,
not in this case.
if it's like a drug charge or
Yeah.
you know, I could like.
Yeah.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really depends on what this is.
Yep.
But Bag a Day Fendi's no longer, and his TikTok. It's because his TikTok it had like 5 million likes the last time I saw it.
Yeah, crazy.
That's not 5 million views. That's 5 million likes he had.
Maybe it came down from the big bad TikTok. Like
No, because
I'm
prison TikTok is still a thing. Like
Oh.
people still post from prison. But like I think that
If
his
enough people
got
report it.
I think his got
Yeah.
so popular that he must have gotten I was like,
that's
damn.
what I'm saying. Like if people reported
Yeah.
him or
I was
because
like-
it was so popular.
I saw I said, damn, my guy got booked for longer, I think, for having a TikTok.
No.
Like he was about to be out soon.
Was he?
He said something like that.
Oh,
You really knew this guy.
I
huh?
watched all of his TikToks after I found that one.
Yeah.
I watched all of his TikToks, and then he said like, it's really fucked up. Like now people are there for him because his TikTok was blowing up, but like not when he needed $50.
right. Damn.
It's fucked up.
Damn.
So maybe
it
he
is.
stole.
It is. Yeah. Who you know?
I have
you don't
no
know.
idea
Right.
what this guy did, and so I'm gonna stop talking about him just in case he did something really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jen Shaw definitely did something really bad, and she is going to prison. But it was more of a.
But Jen Shaw did something really bad that is like, if I saw her making prison TikToks, I would still watch them.
Well, if she had her phone, I'm sure. I think she's gonna be in like a.
No, but I'm saying like she didn't do something where like.
Where do you draw the line on whose TikToks you would or would not watch? Murderers,
rapists, pedophiles, all of those people.
You're not watching?
I am not watching their TikToks.
But if you're stealing all Granny's money, you're watching.
like that's awful. It's really bad. But say I find out that this guy that I saw his TikTok was going viral, right?
Yeah.
And
now, what if he what if
he robbed his grandma?
No. What if he was like it was like a robbery at gunpoint?
I don't care about that. If you didn't kill anyone.
Well, no,
Jesus
robbery at gunpoint where he
Christ.
was like he threatened to.
No, I mean, like, obviously you should go to jail, but maybe he's a changed guy now. Like, he didn't hurt anyone.
No, I can't get on board with like you put a gun to someone's head and tried robbing them. I can't get on board with that. But if he robbed somebody and he had no gun on him,
Maybe the gun wasn't loaded. Maybe he was just
Once
never had the
you're-
intent to
We're,
kill.
once
we're,
you
we're
are-
on a slippery slope
once you
here,
are
folks.
threatening to physically hurt somebody in any capacity, I'm out.
Yeah.
Jen
But how
Shaw
else are you going to rob?
taxes or for
Rhea would like to only watch white collar crime TikToks.
yeah, like keep it clean if you're gonna be on TikTok.
People who don't pay their taxes,
Right.
wire fraud,
Yeah,
money laundering.
things like that. Like they're bad things
those
that
are
you
the real
shouldn't
bad
be
people.
doing. Yeah, they're bad. They're not
Like,
great
even, like,
people.
arguably worse. Like you're taking.
Then
They're
rapists,
rapists
murderers,
and
and
murderers?
pedophiles?
No, I didn't say that. I was saying like
Then robbing someone at gunpoint,
Yes.
sticking a gun to their head. You think that's worse?
if you didn't kill anyone, then
Threaten
you're just
but
robbing.
you threatened to kill someone.
But you
had a gun to
but
their
like
head.
if you're like Bernie Madoff, you're ruining people's lives. Like so many people, like you're ruining their lives.
Well,
You're just
well,
taking
think
like,
about
hey,
this,
give me
like-
$100 out of your
Think about
wallet.
this.
No,
Jordan
but-
Belfort, he like goes on podcasts and stuff. People
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Comparing
entertaining.
it to, I mean, Bernie is the top of the top when it comes to white collar
But even
crime,
what's this
but-
guy, the FTX guy? Like there's people like this all the time. Like
Yeah.
I don't approve of any crime. Okay, I think this
Yeah.
turned into a conversation where it seems like I approve of crime, and I don't. I just thought
Yeah.
that this guy's
You just
TikToks
wanted to say that
were
he got
really
his TikToks taken away
really entertaining,
in some
and then
way.
I did have the moral compass in me saying he's in jail, Rhea. You're really enjoying this guy's TikToks, but he's in jail. He did something wrong. But then the other part of me was like, what
did you
he
ever watch
do?
that movie I told you to watch 100 times about the guy from Game
with
of
Jamie
Thrones?
Lannister?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
What's it called? It's called fuck, I forget what it's called. It'll scare you. From
I don't even know what movie you're talking about.
I want it on record. I think what Jen Shaw did was horrible.
Yes.
Okay.
No, you have stated that before. So
Like I
you're
just don't
good.
want people getting
You're
confused
good.
that I think crime is fine.
No,
I don't
no,
think
no.
crime is okay.
No.
But
Absolutely not.
if you're gonna be dancing like this guy on TikTok and you didn't do anything that bad, I'll enjoy the TikTok.
It was more to me about just the phone in general. Like that was fascinating to me, just as a whole. Like where
That
did
he
that
had his phone
Where
in
did
there.
that phone come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shot Caller.
Shot caller. Yeah.
There
Great
you go.
movie.
Shot caller.
And it'll make you never want to go to jail.
I don't want to go to jail at all.
No. But that was the end of Salt Lake. That was the end of Salt Lake City. The reunion without Jen is in next week or 2 weeks or sometime soon. But Jen did not film the reunion, so
Makes sense.
it does make sense
Checks
after what happened, which is why I think Andy wanted to sit down with her. So I don't know if that happened or not. That's all I watched. Like I said, I think you can include maybe on the bottom of my report card the things I watched, but they don't deserve a grade.
Yeah.
Like they're not grade worthy. One episode of Special Forces and Real Housewives of Salt
Yeah.
Lake City and multiple rewatches. So
Okay, I don't have that much on this week. I watched this movie on Amazon Prime called The Choice. Came out in 2016, rom-com.
Noah, you truly find like you are the human Netflix button of like play anything.
It was bad. Also, Alexandra Daddario's just randomly in it for like a little bit. Like she had such a tiny role, it didn't really make sense. It was pretty bad, insanely corny. I'll give it a D+. But
Wait.
not all. Like I watched the whole thing. I didn't turn it off.
Oh, this was a Nicholas Sparks book.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was. There were some points where I'm like, oh my, this is so corny. But I'll give that a D+.
Okay.
I also just checked this on 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. I watched this movie called In a Relationship.
So I have a question. Do you ever check that stuff before you click play?
The rating.
Yeah, like if you saw
Oh.
11% on Rotten Tomatoes, would that
So-
be like would that deter you from putting
No.
on the movie?
No, because I'm not looking for like a great movie. I'm
Yeah.
looking for like just an easy watch.
Let me tell you something. We're going on multiple weeks now of you just talking about watching terrible movies.
Yeah, but there are
You're
such
not
things
giving
as like
any recommendations to
bad
people.
good, bad good.
And it's putting me to sleep.
I watched this movie In a Relationship.
I watched this movie. It was terrible. I
watched
watched this
this one,
movie.
it was
It
pretty
was
bad.
also terrible. I watched this movie from 2004. Also terrible.
No, In a Relationship.
Kidding.
This movie I actually did enjoy. It's Emma Roberts and the actor in it. This guy Michael, and I don't know how to say his last name, but he was in a show I
From
liked.
Sky High.
Oh, he was in I'm Dying Up Here, which you still
The
have
guy
to watch.
from. If our listeners will know, the main guy from Sky High.
Scott.
Okay, but I actually thought this was pretty good.
In
It was like-
relationship.
Yeah, I'll give it a C+, but
So good.
I'm
what
also
a good
try-
movie.
I'm also trying to like
C+. I really
I'm
thought
trying
it
to
was a good film.
perfect my scores more where like I don't want to give something a high, because I'm like, if I gave that like a B, then like what's
Super
other?
fair.
So like
Super fair.
just because I give it a C plus doesn't mean I'm not saying you should watch. I think it's a good movie. Like I enjoyed it.
I mean, a C plus is
It's pretty good.
like it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say what's a C plus?
Like I
It's
mean,
normally a C plus is
78.
normally a 77 to 79.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
I mean, if you gave a movie a 77 out of 100, like that's a good score.
yeah. I mean that's pretty high.
Tell us my parents when I was in school.
Yes. Yeah.
If you think about it, that's not that bad.
I did watch
Yeah.
I did watch an actually good movie that I've never seen. The Color of Money. Martin Scorsese, Paul Newman, Tom Cruise. It's about pool.
Never seen it.
Old movie, 1986.
Very good. Very good. I'll give that a B plus. That's like technically like a sequel to an earlier movie that people say is better from like the 60s, but
Oh, young Tom Cruise.
young Tom Cruise, and of course Tom Cruise. If you like look, I've seen the behind the scenes of this where he like actually spent hours a day to learn how to play pool like
course he
very
did.
well, so he could do these like crazy shots.
Of course he did. He's out of his mind. Did you guys see the videos of him filming the new Mission Impossible? He was driving a motorcycle just off the side of a cliff.
Yeah, I did see
that he did, and he did multiple takes. Like he himself is on this motorcycle just going off the side of a cliff.
He's 60, isn't
yeah.
he? Like,
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
Oh yeah.
imagine your dad doing that, because that's what it is.
Yeah, it's
He's 60 exactly. It's absolutely insane. The shit he does still is absolutely insane.
And then I watched the final 3 episodes of Fleischman is in Trouble. And I actually thought it got way better. I thought it was very weird to start. I didn't know about it, and then I'll give the final 3 a B plus. I thought it got better.
Yeah.
And then I watched last night the final thing, Andrew Santino's special
how was
Cheeseburger.
Was it good?
Which the only thing is yes, it was very good. And Trent weirdly just texted me, "Have you watched it?" 'Cause we're both like big Santino fans.
Noah's a stan.
Yeah. He's my favorite comedian. But I saw him in New York last year, so I knew that it was going to be a lot of stuff that I've already seen. So
yeah.
pretty much the entire thing I had already seen. But yeah, I would give that an A. Like
I'm gonna watch it.
it's
I'm
very
excited.
funny.
I'm gonna watch it too. I kind of need new. I know new stuff is coming out, but I feel like I actually kind of need new show recommendations of like scripted shows.
Yeah.
I always have my reality TV, but I feel like towards the end of the year, a lot of stuff wrapped up. Limited series, new
Hacks.
stuff. Oh, I have never watched Hacks.
I love Hacks.
Yeah.
Watch Hacks.
Yeah, that's a good one. Maybe I'll start Hacks. Like something like that. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
but yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Good stuff.